Hi, you're welcome to today's session. I welcome you from wherever you're watching this from. You can put in the comments your name and where you're watching from. Just go ahead. Your name, I'm John, I'm Cynthia from Bayelsa, I'm John from Maiduguri, I am Ade from Lagos, Jessica from Port Harcourt. Just put in the comments. I want to know where you're seeing this from. And I want to especially welcome you to this life-changing opportunity. Once again, put in the comments your name and where you're seeing this from. And secondly, I would like to know, what are your expectations from this session? What are your expectations? Why are you here? I want to be sure. I want to be sure. What is the reason why you are here? Are you here because you are tired of your present state financially? Are you here because you want to scale up your finances this year, 2026? Are you here because you've been yearning for a change for a long time? Are you here because you really have a desire to get more out of life, regardless of where you are right now? I want to know the reason why you are here at this moment. So put that in the comments. Why exactly are you here? What is the reason why you are here? Or did you just escort somebody here? I want to know. Put in the comments. It's very, very important that we're on the same page. So put in the comments, what are your expectations from this section? What are your expectations from this section? Now, I also want to ask you a question. If you had a blank check and you had an opportunity to put in anything at all, any desire, okay, any desire, or if I could wave a magic wand and tell you, just say anything and I can do it for you, what is that going to be? Put it in the comments. What exactly do you want the most right now? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. You know the reason why I'm asking you to do this? It is because I want to be sure about the people that I'm talking to at this moment. I want to be sure because I've been sent specifically to some people to alter their lives completely financially starting from this year 2026, and this is no joke at all. So I want you to put in the comments exactly what are your desires. What are your desires? What are your desires? What are your desires? What is your pain? What do you want to end in your life? And what are your desires? So I welcome you to the AI Millionaire Blueprint. And you are here in case you are not so sure why you're here. I want to tell you why you're here. You're here because you want to switch levels financially. You know, Nigeria is in a wonderful state right now, and Africa as a whole. Somebody once said, if you are born in Nigeria, life is already owing you 1-0. I don't know how true that is, but you can decide. Now, this is Nigeria, and a lot has been happening. The economic state, the increase in prices, and all of that. But I want to guarantee you of one thing. In the midst of many problems, there are always opportunities. Problems always gravitate towards their solution. I want you to bear that in mind. Yes. You see, the reason why people are suffering, the reason why people are going through a lot of economic pain and hardship, individuals, it is because they've not seen an opportunity in the problem. And tonight, you came to discover an opportunity in the midst of this problem. Everybody's complaining about the economy. Of course, we know that the economy is hard, but some of us are still making 7 figures every week, every month, 8 figures, What's the difference? Knowledge. Access to knowledge. And if you're here this evening, I just want you to take your time, relax, and do yourself a favor. to stay up till the end of this presentation, because at the end of this presentation you would realize that you've been sitting on a gold mine all this while. If you want to make money, let me be very plain and clear with you. I don't want to, sometimes we just try to make this thing look less than it is, because to be honest with you, there's money to be made despite the problems in this country. Yes, there's money to be made in Nigeria and Africa. And you're here because there is an opportunity, there is a movement, there is an escape route of all the financial problems you are facing right now. Type in the comments if you are expectant. Say, I am expectant. Just say, I am expectant. Just type it in the comments. I am expectant. I want to know what it is. Last week, I was, driving through the city, and I realized the rate of people, before now, we used to see people beg, all these people that look less privileged, people that beg were more like less privileged, these kids on the street, you see them begging and all. But last week, I met a graduate begging. I'm not trying to justify that. I can't justify that. I met a graduate begging. I was walking into a mall, and this guy stopped me and he said, "Excuse me, please. I've graduated from the university for more than 5 years now, but my situation is very, very bad. So I'm talking to you. My mother is in the hospital. My younger ones, they've been driven out of school. This and that." He mentioned at least 5 problems. And he said, "Please, anything you have at all, just help me. Anything you have, anything." We're in a country where graduates are now begging. I know of a graduate who left school for over 7 years, but has not been paid more than 70,000 naira every month. It's crazy. I'm telling you facts. Back when I was about to get into the university, before I gained admission, there was this saying that go to school, get good grades, do so well, graduate with at least a first class or a second class upper, and go into the labor market, you get a high paying job, and you start making money. That was what we were told. But by the time I entered into the higher institution, I realized it was a different ballgame entirely. I started seeing people that had graduated ahead of me. They were not making it. I was wondering what's happening. Why are you not, they told me that when I go to school and graduate and be like you, I will make it. But you have graduated, but you don't seem to be making it. I didn't want to be that way. And so when I went to school, I made up my mind that I was going to make my first million on campus. I didn't want to be like the rest of the graduates out there, because a lot of graduates I had seen were not inspiring. As a matter of fact, back then they used to tell us there was a labor market. But right now, we don't know where labor market is in the dictionary. I've not been hearing labor markets for the past more than 7 years now. I don't know who removed the labor market from the dictionary. Because as at even 7 years ago, 10 years ago, the rate of graduates in correspondence to the jobs available was not matching at all. Lots of graduates, but no jobs. But we are in the day where AI, artificial intelligence, has come into play. So if there were no jobs then, imagine now that AI is doing most of the jobs. So what is the hope for those in school now, those on campus who are preparing to graduate with good grades and go into the labor market? I know that there are some undergraduates watching me right now, and I'm not saying this to make you drop out of school. I'm only saying this for you to begin to think ahead and play smart. You're in the jungle. You need to be very, very wise. I was going through the news recently and I realized that from January up until this moment, this year 2026, fuel prices have gone up by 65%. Even with a refinery in Nigeria. The news are everywhere. It's all over the news. The prices of fuel have gone up. The prices of foodstuff have also gone up. You want to probably move from here to here. Maybe you're using a public transportation or you're using a ride or whatever. You know the prices are not the same anymore.
For those of you who are not driving, you know the cost of house rent. Oh my god, that's another day's talk. House rent in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, these major cities. Look, sometimes when you're not sitting on the hot seat directly, when you're still being like you're still being taken care of by your parents and all that, you're not feeling the heat. The cost of house rent right now, people are now packing their things conveniently to live under the bridge. That is the situation we found ourselves in this country. People are now just comfortable squatting with their friends, with their family, because how many people can afford a house rent? How much is the minimum wage? How much do civil servants, people working for the government, how much do they earn in a month? Even somebody who is earning about 200,000 naira in Nigeria is still very, very poor. The person is taking a big risk because foodstuff, transportation, house rent, all of that. And in our country, you're not alone. Family members, you have to take responsibility and all of that. It is a lot. So if you are here, maybe you're an undergraduate. If you are an undergraduate specifically, you should be pitching your tent right now while you're in school. You're not paying your house rent, you're not paying your school fees, you're not literally fending for yourself. This is the time you want to take your time to start positioning yourself for financial freedom by acquiring the right skill set, by starting a business, by acquiring knowledge. This is the time for you. I remember back then when I was in school, I ensured that I sought for opportunities to start making money on campus, because by the time you graduate, pressure everywhere. Pressure left, right, center. I'm just telling you. So the best time you have a cool head to begin to learn a skill and attain financial freedom and start planning your life is while you're on campus. And if you're a fresh graduate and you know very well that you've tried things that did not work for you, then this is your time. This is your time. There has never been a better time to make money in Nigeria than now. Write it down. I said it. There has never been a time. The problem has not been the problem. The problem has been that a lot of people have not found the key to the solution to the problem. There's a solution, but have you found the key? And that's why you're here today. So I want you to stay put and get the best out of this. Now, this is coming to you from Live International. We have empowered about 5,000 youths to learn in-demand skills ranging from digital skills, entrepreneurial skills, and the likes of them in countries like Mauritius, Dubai, South Africa, the UK, and thereabouts. We have students from different countries, and they've been really, really transformed, and they've been using those skill sets that we have taught them to start making lots of money. We have several testimonials from our students who are now making money. What is my motivation? I and my team actually have a vision to empower Africa, to empower the youths. Now, let me tell you my motivation. My story is not a funny one. I grew up with my mom. She was more like a single mom because I couldn't find my dad at that moment. Grew up just with my mom and my siblings, and it was very, very hard. It was very tough. It wasn't that moment now when you wake up in the morning, you eat, but you don't know what you're going to eat in the evening, and when you're sleeping, you don't know if there's going to be food for the next day. Several times we were driven out of school because my mom was struggling, doing everything possible to pay our school fees, but several times she couldn't afford it. She would hawk, she would do all sorts of things. And when I clocked a certain age, about 15 years old, I told myself, I made a decision. I said I would be wealthy. I'm going to make a lot of money. If not for myself, just because of my mom. I'm going to make money. I'm going to be wealthy. So I started doing businesses. And when I gained admission some years later, I told myself that as I'm going to this school, my goal is to become a millionaire. I told myself I was going to go to school and I was going to become a millionaire. And when I made that decision, I got into school. It was really, really tough, but it was a decision. When you make a decision, your life begins to change. I made that decision and I got into school, started trying different opportunities. Of course, some failed, some excelled, and before long I started making money on campus. And it wasn't long before my final year I made my first million, and from then it was moving forward and onward. It was really, really amazing. And when I started to make money and I realized it was possible to attain financial freedom, I told myself, I'm not just only going to make money for myself, I'm going to show a lot of young people out there how to attain financial freedom from a very early age. Because you can start making money on campus. You should have a dream to start building wealth from campus. If you're out of school, it's not too late, but if you're in school, it's not too early. So that was my dream, and that's the reason why I set up the Leslie Change Africa initiative, which has empowered thousands of youths across 5 different countries to attain financial freedom and start making money for themselves. The testimonies of our students are everywhere. Now, back to this situation right here, the reason why you are here. Are you aware that there are countless opportunities to make money right now? And one of the surest ways for you to make money now is through artificial intelligence. Yes, many of you have heard about AI, but some of you don't even know that artificial intelligence has the capacity to build you a fortune with ease. Now, the beautiful part of this is that it helps you make money with ease. Do you know what it means? The jobs that people usually take months to attain or to achieve or to carry out, artificial intelligence now delivers it in minutes, sometimes seconds. And young people, including students, are now making a fortune out of it. With artificial intelligence, you can start making at least 250,000 naira to 1 million naira and above as a student on campus, just by carrying out simple tasks. You don't need to go and study web designing for 7 months to become a professional web designer. You don't need to go and study maybe video ad creation or whatever for 3 months before you become, or even 1 year. I know a friend who studied videography and all of those things for about over a year. Are you pausing?
So I've seen graphic designers who studied graphics design for about 6 months, and their graphics are not still beautiful. I know of a friend, he's supposed to be a graphic designer, but his designs are really, really wonderful. When I say wonderful, you know what I mean. But with AI, artificial intelligence, you can become a professional graphic designer in 2 days and start delivering graphic design.
Each of these designs showing on my screen right now were made with AI.
Listen, we are in the best time to make money. That is the reason why I brought you here today. You are in the best time. There is no reason why, as a student on campus, you shouldn't be making an average. If you don't like money, let's say, you don't just like money, don't like money, you're making at least 150,000 naira monthly. Why? Artificial intelligence is doing the job for you. Because the primary reason why a lot of people have been broke in a while is because they lack the skill set. And now AI has come with the skill set. All you need to know is to learn how to handle this machine. Learn how to handle it. Just like you have a machine that produces gold, right? You have this machine that produces gold. This machine can produce a fortune for you. But you need to know how to prompt the machine. You need to know what to, press in the machine that will now produce gold for you. You are not the one producing the gold, it's the machine that is producing the gold, but you need to learn how to operate the machine. That's exactly what it is with artificial intelligence. You need to master these skills. I know of students who are now making millions every month. This is no cap. We're going to share some of those testimonies here. You're going to see a student who is making at least 1 million naira monthly, delivering AI-built web designs, websites, and apps. It's really, really crazy.
This is Victor, guys, a 500 level student of Afe Babalola University. In December alone, Victor made over 1 million naira delivering AI-built websites to clients both in Nigeria and abroad. And as you can see on the screen, these are some of the receipts of his payments in December. All right, let's do a little breakdown analysis. Say for instance, you are a professional AI web designer and you charge for one website. If you're just starting out, you can start by charging a very little amount, maybe 150,000 naira, to build a website for an organization or a brand or a small business. With that particular AI website, which you can just prompt in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, maybe you want to do all the tweaking in the website and everything. Let's say at most 30 minutes, you're done building the website, and you charge that client 150,000 naira for that website. Let's say you just have about 5 of that clients in a month. That's about, is it 750,000? You do the maths, I don't know, but multiply 150,000 naira by 5. Now, let's say for instance you want to do AI video ad creation. Companies usually before now, they sell, they when they want to market or advertise their product, for instance, companies like Pepsi, they need to go to a location, spend money on running those video ads, coming up with those video commercials. I mean, millions of money. Brands spend millions of money coming up with those commercials. But with just AI, you can do websites. Ad videos, creative advert videos that are mind-blowing. Some of them are going to be showing on your screen right now. This is a video ad commercial that my company delivered to a client in December, and I want you to guess how much I was paid.
Still need to send a Christmas gift home? Stop stressing. Just use the Alpha and Omega app. The money arrives in minutes, safe and sound.
Here are other examples of video ad commercials that you can, create with AI, and brands will pay you heavy money for it. The likes of Louis Vuitton, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Nike, and the rest of them. Big brands all over the world pay millions of dollars for these adverts to promote their products and services. So people from all over the world, brands can pay you for these adverts just with an AI prompt. This is a powerful tool. I mean, crazy ad videos that companies pay a fortune for, but you just do it by prompting. I'm into the advertising space, and in December alone, we got video jobs from brands with video ad jobs. We prompted those videos in just a few minutes, but guess what? When the clients saw these videos, they were blown away. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine, we graduated from school together, and in December she reached out to me, crying to me that she just got fired from her 9-to-5 job that she had been doing for over 7 years since she got a job after school. 7 years. She has been working in this organization for 7 years. But recently they told her they want to fire her because she's not proficient with the updated AI skills. They want to move to AI. Guess what? They employed an AI staff. She was in the marketing department. She didn't know how to use AI automation. She didn't know how to do anything AI. She was just stuck with her normal marketing skills. They employed somebody who was proficient with AI because they wanted to cut costs. Marketing costs money, but AI helps brands to reduce the cost. She came crying to me, and I told her, have you not learned AI? What are you waiting for? And I introduced her to some of our AI cohorts that we held in December, and it was transformational. Guess what? 2 months after that training, she learned the skills, she mastered. 2 months time, she got a gig from a UK-based client, and guess how much they're paying her? £700. That is 3 times the money she was earning from her former workplace. Just think about that for a second. AI does the heavy lifting. It's easy. It's time. It doesn't spend your time, it doesn't waste your time. It just helps you deliver the job, and you get paid. You can get paid from any part of the world. It's amazing. it is. And that's just to mention a few. People are running big YouTube channels right now without their faces showing, carrying out AI movies, generating AI movies, just movies, I would even show you a highlight here just now.
Wait, so you're telling me you crossed half the world just to attend a charity ball full of strangers?
Sometimes the right place finds you before you find it.
Something tells me a man like you keeps many.
Secrets?
Maybe. Excuse me for a moment. I'll be right back.
Action shots, cinematic scenes, motion control, all crafted from writing words into an AI tool, and the results are addictive. AI video creation has reached a whole new level.
And this is amazing stuff happening with AI. Why on earth would a Nigerian youth or a student or a fresh graduate not have an AI skill right now? AI is your breakthrough. It is your leverage. And that is exactly why we have created the best opportunity for every Nigerian youth right now, or African youth, to be empowered with AI right now. Because the economy is not the problem at all. The economy is not the problem. Your access to knowledge is what pays you. Your ability to deliver skills, your ability to deliver value with your skill set is what pays you. So I always say that making money is the easiest thing in the world. It's just about learning a skill, mastering it, becoming very, very good at it, learning how to sell that skill in order to make money from it, and then repeating the process over and over again. It's a very simple formula. And the reason why a lot of people are not making money is because they don't follow this system. They either have not learned a skill, or they've not learned how to sell it, or they have learned how to sell it and they have learned the skill, but they don't know how to repeat the process. And that is the reason why I want to help as many Nigerian youths. The Live Free team has come together to help as many Nigerian and African youths to overcome poverty, to overcome the financial struggle, just because there is hope. We want to achieve this by educating as many Africans, as many Nigerians as possible with AI skills that would help you to become profitable. This is the breakthrough you've been looking for. You don't need to be a tech person. You don't need to be skilled. All you need to do is to just learn these simple things that we're going to be teaching you. I told you, we've taught several thousands of people in about 5 different countries who are making money today. So now it's a very, very simple thing. We have put together the best, the most transformative, the most impactful, and the most profitable AI learning program, which every Nigerian and African can use. You watching me right now can use to learn the skills you need, the AI skills that you need, and start becoming profitable, earning a minimum of 250,000 naira to over ₦1 million every single month. Whether you're a student, whether you're a fresh graduate, whether you are a 9-to-5 worker, you are a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't matter. AI has come to do the job for you. With this system that we've put in place, there is no excuse whatsoever. why any Nigerian youth or anybody should complain about the economy. Just forget about the economy. Just focus on learning and mastering AI, learning how to sell it, and learning to repeat the process. It is because of the pain that Nigerians and Africans are going through that we've set up this movement to empower as many who are ready, to break away from the financial bondage that is invoked right now. Let me tell you something. Let me just make you understand something. The economy is not going to get any better. Sorry to burst your bubbles. But guess what? If you become better, you would earn better, regardless of the economy. We have a refinery in Nigeria, and we thought that having a refinery was going to reduce the cost of fuel. But we have a refinery in Nigeria, fuel price has gone up to 65%. So we're not trying to, if you don't save yourself, nobody's coming to save you. And that's the reason why we brought this movement for anybody who is ready to be saved. I don't want to sound religious. Anybody who is ready to be saved. If you're tired of poverty. I know of a graduate. He graduated from the university about 6 years ago, thereabout. And ever since then, he didn't get a job that could pay him more than 45,000 naira. And his younger ones kept mocking him. His younger brother, who is doing illegal business, because he has made it in the illegal business, is mocking him. That look at him, Abaya, he's not making money, and he said he's a graduate. And this younger brother is not a graduate. Hello. There is no room for insult anymore. If you're tired of insults, this is for you. If you want to help your family come out of their situation. Now, what is the Live Free AI movement all about? We have put together the most transformative AI package. It is called the 2 AM pack, the 2026 AI Millionaire pack. The 2 stands for 2026, A stands for AI, M stands for millionaire, and pack. This is not a course. I mean, it's a complete package. It's a program that can help the average Nigerian or African, whether you are a student or you are a graduate, whatever, it makes no difference, to begin to earn at least 6 to 7 figures every month just by mastering the AI skills. Mastering them. This pack has about 10 in-demand AI business models, ranging from AI web creation. With that one alone, you know the math, we already did it. AI YouTube automation with a YouTube channel, a faceless, oh boy. I was walking down somewhere a particular day, and I saw somebody, so engrossed in a seasonal movie. She was so engrossed. She happened to be one of my acquaintances. I was like, you're so engrossed, you're so excited, what's happening? And she said, this movie is bad. I said, oh, talk to me. Who are the actors? Is it, I was mentioning some popular actors. And then she pointed the phone at me, and she just turned the phone at me. And I looked. It was AI movie. It was an AI movie. AI characters. Guy. And this movie had over 1 million views on YouTube. We do not need superstars now to start a YouTube channel, to start putting movies there, created with AI. You can own a YouTube channel. You don't need to be a Nigerian movie producer and think about money to hire Funke Akindele and Ramsey Noah and Genevieve. AI characters will give you the crowd. With AI movies, both the storytelling, the scripting, the video is amazing. Your YouTube channel will blow up. That is just the tip. There is AI video ad creation, those crazy ad videos I told you about that brands are paying. At least brands can pay you up to $1 million for one video, but for a start you can be charging maybe 50,000 or 100,000, because I like to be very, very moderate in prices. How many have I mentioned? We have up to 10 in-demand AI business models in this pack. We've put it together for the average Nigerian or African to learn and master AI. Now, listen, there was a time the internet first of all launched. There was a time the internet newly launched. Just a few people were taking advantage of the internet. There was a time Bitcoin first came out. Somebody saw crypto, said this is where the world is heading to, created a crypto coin. Some people bought, some people did not buy. Well, those who bought Bitcoin early are multi-millionaires right now. What am I trying to say? Every economy In every economy, the early movers make the most money. AI has come to stay. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Do you know that in the next 2 years, it is projected that if you do not have an AI skill, there is no hope for you at all to make money, because AI will be doing all the jobs. So the people that are going to be the millionaires and the multi-millionaires are those who can run AI. You can either build AI agents, you can prompt AI, you're a good prompt engineer, because it is one thing for there to be AI, it's another thing for you to be able to use it. I gave an illustration of a machine a while ago. So this business model, the AI business model, is the rave right now. If you can get in now, you will have the early movers advantage.
Wake up. AI is here. OpenClaw moment happened over President's Day weekend, and it started a month earlier and was already acquired for $1 billion by OpenAI. If you're not paying attention to this, then you will be left behind. That being said, I am not here to fearmonger. I'm here to try and prepare you for what I think is going to be the biggest shift that's going to happen in Main Street, not just the tech businesses. If you're still even doubting this at all, this is kind of my newsflash for you, is that AI will never be worse than it is right now. And if you assume any rate of improvement over any reasonable time period, learning how to use AI should become your number 1 priority, your number 2 priority, number 3 priority, and your number 10 priority.
So, are you ready?
If you can get in now, you will never have to look for a job. If you can get in now, you will never complain about the economic hardship. Some people will get in 2 years' time. It would have been too late. Those who have mastered AI from 2026 are those who will be calling the shots. We have put together a masterpiece, which is the most transformative, you can quote me anywhere, AI product to ever come out in the African scene. And this product is called the 2 AM pack. It is going to teach you you have access to a variety of AI skills, a variety of them. You learn them, you master them, you get very good at them, and then we also added a beautiful bonus which is called the client acquisition guide. It's one thing to learn a skill, is another thing to learn how to be profitable, how to sell that skill in order to make money. I know people who are good with their skill, but they are still broke. Why? They don't know how to sell their skill. So we're going to teach you that as well, because this is a movement, not just to teach you a skill, but to empower you to have money through that skill. It is painful. The Nigerian youths don't have money. It's painful, but that era is over in your life. So we have the client acquisition bonus, where you will learn how to acquire clients. You will learn how Victor, which is a 500 level student of Afe Babalola University, has made over millions every month. He made over $1 million in December. January he raised the hike, and you know what are we talking about today? Victor is making bucks with AI as a student on campus. How is Victor acquiring clients? These are things you're going to learn. This is not one of any kind of program you found online that they just leave you to yourself, you try to figure things out. No, we have put together a client acquisition. We'll teach you how to get clients. And that is not all. We also have a student community where you interact with other students. You can ask questions, you can learn more, and all of that. That's really, really massive support. And the biggest of all, we have a 1 million naira challenge. This is where we pay you for being paid. We don't want a situation whereby you learn a skill but you don't still have money. That's the most painful place to be, and that is what the online space is saturated with. Sadly, people just learn skills but they don't know how to be profitable with it. So we have created a 1 million naira challenge, which says that when you learn these skills in the 2 AM pack, which is the 2026 AI Millionaire pack, you learn those skills. You can learn all 10, or you can learn maybe 2 or 3 and become very good at it. I'm not good at being a jack of all trades. You can learn 1 or 2 and master it, but you have access to all. But you can learn 1 or 2, master it, become very, very proficient at it. You take the client acquisition guide and you start getting clients. The moment you start getting clients and they start paying you, you show us your results. The moment you make your first 1 million naira like Victor, we are going to give you a cash gift of 100,000 naira. That is amazing. It is amazing. We have a client acquisition challenge. We don't want Nigerians to just learn a skill. We want them to make money. That is what this is all about. So we set a challenge that as you learn this skill, as you master it, as you start selling the skill using our guide, using our mentorship and all of that, you would start getting profitable, start making money. And as you make money, tell us your result. Tell us the results you are making. Tell us the results and the progress you are making with this skill. And as you do that, we would encourage you to make more money by giving you money. It's amazing. But that challenge is going to be ending sometime in June or July. Yeah, towards the end of July. So if you're getting on board, you can join the challenge right away. So these are the packages in the 2026 AI Millionaire pack, which is the 2 a.m. pack. We want to empower at least 1 million Nigerians and Africans this year with AI. We want to educate Nigerians, Africans. We want to show them possibilities in the midst of problems. There is always a solution. AI has come to our advantage. If AI is displacing people from jobs, it should be employing you. You should be employing AI actually. AI should be your slave. It should be your servant. Now, with all of this we've put together, what exactly is it going to cost for you to come on board? Of course, you know, everything worthwhile costs something. You know, personally, we've empowered, I told you, thousands of students in about 5 countries, and most of them we have done for 100% free. You heard me right, 100% totally, absolutely free, no cap. Go to our social media handle, Leslie Change Africa, you'll see what I'm talking about. But this particular one, we want to empower Nigerians who are serious minded, because we realize when we give out things for free, people don't usually value it. And this time we want Nigerians to know that it will cost something, but it's very little. Now, the 10 in-demand AI skills we've put together, each of these skills, to learn each of them individually will cost over 100,000 naira. If you want to learn web design alone, it should cost you AI web design, cost you over 100,000 naira. You want to learn AI graphics, cost you at least over 50,000 naira. You want to learn AI movie production or YouTube, faceless YouTube content, cost you a lot. Well, over 100,000 naira. Automations cost you more. YouTube automation. If you want to learn AI, you know what I'm talking about. So all of these skills, if you want to rate them individually, each of them are supposed to be going as one single program. But we have put everything together because we don't want to take chances with Nigerians and Africans. We want you to select, we want you to go through all and decide which one your interest lies in. Decide. Go through everything, don't worry. Go through everything and decide which one you are interested in. And each of these, if you want to put it together, it costs over 1 million naira. Then if you want to add our bonuses, the client acquisition, teaching you how to make money from your skill, that one is alone is over 200,000 naira. Then talk about the student community. A lot of platforms probably leave you to yourself. They don't have communities and all of that, but we have a community. And we also have a client, a 1 million naira challenge, whereby you are going to be paid. We pay you for getting paid, so you must make money. If you get the 2M pack, you have signed up for prosperity. You have signed up for financial freedom. How much is this pack going for? Regardless of the fact that it costs over 1 million naira in value, but we're not giving it out for over 1 million naira. No, because if Nigerian youth had, if you had 1 million naira, you would not be needing this help. And we're not also going to do it for 500,000 or not even 100,000 naira, because this is an empowerment movement. This is different from anything you've ever seen online. This is a movement to empower you. It is a movement to transform your life. It is a movement to make you wealthy, to make you stand out in this economy. So we're not giving it for 100,000 naira. We're not doing it for even 50,000 naira. We just want to know those who are serious. That's all. People that we can help. We're not even doing it for 50,000 naira. We're not doing it for 40,000 naira. We brought it down to a minimum fee of just 30,000 naira. Yeah, it's not even up to the school fees of some of you. But guess what? If you're coming on board with this movement tonight, there's a 50% discount. Somebody said, ooh. Yes, if you're coming on board right now, you're going to be getting the entire package, the 10 in 1 in-demand AI skills, how to get clients, the students community, and the 1 million naira challenge for just 15,000 naira. But that is if you're coming on board right now. If you're coming on board tonight, it shows us that you're ready for a change. You know the reason why we made it less than a monthly data subscription is so that no Nigerian or African will have an excuse to stay poor starting from 2026. It's so that that insult that your younger ones have been laying on you because you graduated for 7 years and you haven't still gotten a job that is paying you enough to become relevant in the family, so that you don't have an excuse. The reason why we made it less than the cost of transportation for a month is so that you don't have a reason why you will not make it this year. And that is not all. While you are also learning these skills in the 2 a.m. pack, we also have an opportunity for you to make money while you are learning the skill. It is called the Live Free Ambassadorship Program. As you're learning the skill, you can tap into our ambassador system, which helps you generate at least 30,000 naira to 100,000 naira weekly or more. Ambassadors earn at least 30,000 naira to over 100,000 naira weekly. You could even make 200,000 weekly. When you come on board, we'll show you how it works. Now, this is not a hype. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not one of those, quick money making opportunities you see online. No. The reason why this is different is because we must push you to become financially free. We're going to push you into your financial freedom. The Live Free movement is a movement for financial freedom. And so if you're coming on board with the 2 a.m. pack tonight, you're making a decision to say no to poverty. Finally, to say no. You see, if you're a young person, maybe you're still on campus, you're watching this, you might not understand the pressure out there. But those who are out there, they understand. Those fresh graduates, they know the story. This is more like your savior. Starting from this year, 2026, we have a goal to raise millionaires from Nigeria and out of Africa using AI skills. And that is the reason why the 2 a.m. pack has been put together. It is too late now to be poor. The moment you come on board with the 2 a.m. pack, as you master those skills, as you put them to work, you begin to get clients. We're going to be rewarding you for doing that. And most importantly, this is a movement. This is not a course. We're not selling a course. This is not a course. What's a course? This is a complete program to move you from where you are to where you should be financially. And like I said, there's also the ambassador system. When you come on board, you would find out how, while you're still learning these skills, while you're still taking the programs in the 2 a.m. pack, you can start making about 30K to well over hundreds of thousands every week. It's up to you. Now, my question to you is, if you don't get on board with this opportunity right now, what else is your hope for this year 2026 and for your life in general? Nigeria's situation will not get any better. I remember back when I was in school, it wasn't even this bad. But I told myself, while I'm on campus, I'll be sending money home. I made money and I was sending money home. I did not think I was too small for that. So what are you going to do? If you're tired of the struggle, if you're looking for a secure way to start making money, to start making it, if you're looking for a secure way to start to join other young people, to join other students, you want to be among the 1% of Nigerians that are going to become financially free from 2026 using AI, the 2 a.m. pack is your breakthrough. I'm just telling you. And the reason why we made the cost just 15,000 naira, less than a monthly data subscription, like I said again, less than it costs for a beautiful lady to make her hair, less than it costs for mobility, like to move transportation from maybe your house to maybe your auntie's house or your school or your place of work in a month. If you calculate it, is more than 15,000 naira. The economy is not going to get better. So if you're coming on board tonight, the price stays at 15,000 naira. But if you're coming on board afterwards, it's 30,000 naira. Yes, because you have to realize that the faster you make a decision for your financial freedom, the faster you start advancing. Success waits for nobody. Success is predictable. Now, if you would take this program right now, I'm just thinking about what your life will be in another 2 months, another 3 months. While your classmates are still crying, their pocket money is not enough, or some people are still crying that fuel prices keep going up, you're just cruising, making money. You are even not just making money, you are increasing your standard of living, you're helping those around you, you're making an impact. I mean, you are living the life. And our ambassadorship program is even sweeter. It is so sweet. I'm not going to release the juice to you until you come on board. Now, let me tell you something. You have to make a decision. It is totally up to you. As many that are coming on board tonight, it is going to be that moment that will cause a turning point in your life forever. This moment is going to be that moment that will cause a turning point in your life forever. There is no better opportunity like this right now for you if you're just starting out on your journey to financial freedom. You're looking for an opportunity to improve on what you already have. Don't forget, I talked about my friend who she was already having a job which was paying her well. She was using it to take care of her family, but she didn't know there was an upskilling that was taking place globally that she needed to tap into in order to remain financially relevant. And so, whether you're just starting out in your journey of financial freedom or you already have a job or a business, AI is your leverage. I'm just telling you, AI is next level. So, there are two categories of people listening to me now. Category one are those that are making a decision right now already to be among the 1% of Africans or Nigerians who are going to ride on the AI wave starting from this moment, this year 2026, starting from now. And then there is the other category of people who want to watch to see the testimonies of others before they get on board with the AI wave. So what category are you in rather? But one thing is certain, 6 months time, the fuel prices will go up. House rents are already been increased. Landlords, I don't know whether they used to meet to have a discussion that they are going to increase the house rent. But house rents have gone up. Prices of food will continue to scale up. Something I bought at the mall sometime last month, the price is not the same as it is today. So what are you going to really do about your finances in this year 2026? What are you going to do? Now, if you're coming on board right now, type in the comment section, I'm coming on board right now. There's a discount for you, a 50% discount. So you're getting it for 15,000 naira. You're getting the AI 2026 AI Millionaire pack, which is the 2 AM pack, where you're going to be having access to several AI business models that are in demand. You're going to be having access to learning how to acquire clients and get jobs that pay you, learning how to of course sell your skills and all of that, joining the students community where you can interact with other students, communicate, ask questions and all of that. And you also have access to the 1 Million Naira challenge, which is my favorite part of it. You've never seen this before, where you're going through a program that is compelling you, mandating you to make profit out of it, because this is not about getting your money. No, far from it. I said we already trained thousands of people for free. So this is totally not about money. This is a movement to empower Africans. The 15,000 naira, it cannot even buy one of the programs in the 2 AM pack. So what will 15,000 naira do for you? What will 15,000 naira do for you? And I want you to ask yourself, what will 15,000 naira cost you? What will it cost you if you don't do it now? I don't know about you, but 15,000 naira should not be the reason why you do not make the decision that you ought to make.
The people who can adapt are the ones who survive. It's not the strongest or the smartest people who are the most adaptable. And so that means that when there's a change in the environment, right now, you have to change, you have to adapt. And learning how to use the tools is the first and best way that you can do it. You often risk more by not adopting new technology. Why don't more people adopt AI. There's a short-term cost that you have to incur in order to learn a new thing. Period.
So how much would a commercial like that usually cost?
Generally, something like that's gonna land somewhere around $300,000.
What the man? For real? The client would actually pay that much?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Wow. Could you send me an email with a breakdown of the costs?
Sure, man.
Well, there you go. You saw how much brands are willing to pay for this. And you saw how much you could make this for right now. This is your sign. Go and get that bag.
So the bottom line is this. Go to the Live Free platform and learn as much as you can.
So if you're coming on board right now, whoever sent you the link to this broadcast, they would also be giving you a link to sign up. And the moment you sign up, you are going to be having access to all these mouth-watering bonuses and benefits. And also you have an advantage to make money even while you're still learning your skill, because you might be learning your skill, you're not proficient yet, so you cannot start getting jobs yet. But with the ambassador system, you can start making a minimum of 30,000 naira to over 100,000 naira weekly, or even more, just by coming on board with the ambassador system. And we'll teach you everything. It's a very, very simple process. Teach you everything when you come into the community. So I want to congratulate every one of you. If you've done something, if you've already enrolled, you've already signed up, put it in the comments. I'm coming on board. And I want you to comment your goal for 2026 once again in the comment section. What are your goals? What are your goals? You know, you could be ending 2026 with your own car. You know, you could be ending 2026 as a multi-millionaire with AI. Don't forget, we're talking about the AI economy. The AI economy is the economy of the day. It is not going anywhere. This is what is going to make the millionaires in 2026. The AI economy has come to make many wealthy and to make many poor. Those that don't have the skill, what they have is going to be taken from them. Those that have the skill, they are going to increase financially. So, are you going to be joining the AI movement in 2026? Just imagine in 3 months' time, you're now making at least 300,000 naira monthly. Apart from, you know, the ambassadorship system where you can still be making side income over 100k weekly. Yeah, then your skill, your AI skill is also paying you like 300k, 500k monthly. Let's just say for a start. Just think about it, and just think for a second what that is going to do for you, what that is going to do for your family. For some of you, like someone like me, I want to make money because my mom has tried. That was one of my motivations, and today she's reaping the fruit of her labor. But there's more. So what are you going to do? Some of your parents are depending on you. Victor, the student I told you about, sent his mom a Christmas package in December. A student sent money home. What are we talking about? So are you tired of the insults? What's going to happen to you in 6 months' time? When people are ending the year 2026, are you going to look back and say, thank God I made this decision. I am not where I used to be. Look at me. I started 2026 broke, but look at me now. That could be your story. That could be your story. We want to see many Nigerians, many Africans, emerging millionaires using the 2 a.m. pack. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This year, so many millionaires are going to emerge. I told you, in the midst of problems, in the midst of many problems, there are several solutions. Yes, and that is the reason for the Live Free AI movement. This is not a course. This is not an online course. This is more. It's a movement. It is a step-by-step pathway, a blueprint, a roadmap to financial freedom for the average Nigerian or African who is tired of poverty, like I was several years ago. So, you come on board. I'm going to be so excited to have you in the community. Don't forget, tell the person who referred you. The bonus of 15,000 is ending tonight. Yes, tonight. It's going to be coming to an end tonight. After tonight, you're going to be getting the pack for 30k, which is still very, very affordable. I mean, it's not the cost of your school fees. Your school fees does not guarantee you get a job. But the AI 2M pack is not even as expensive as your school fee. How much is your school fees? Your school fees is probably not less than 50,000 naira, if I'm being very modest. Some people's school fees is more than 500,000 naira, but let's just say averagely, a federal university in Nigeria shouldn't charge more than 50,000 or less than 50,000 naira. So this is more value than whatever it is you're learning in school, to be honest with you, because this is what will actually pay you. Employers don't pay you for your certificate. Hello, please take that down. Employers will not pay you for your certificate. They'll pay you for your skill set, updated skill set, not just skill sets, because you can learn how to, you can know how to make hair, but employers are not looking for that right now. You can know how to bake puff. That's not what they're looking for. You might know how to do some skills. That's what they're looking for. Updated, in demand skill set. That's what they pay you for. So it's less than your school fees, and it's going to pay you way more than whatever you learned in school, and it's a once in a lifetime payment. Hello, you have access to the program for life. Hi, that's big, really massive, really massive. You have access to the 2 a.m. pack for life. You can always make reference to it. So what's holding you back? So get on board tonight and join the 1% of Nigerians and Africans that are going to be empowered with AI this year, 2026 and beyond. I can't wait to see you in the community so that we can start raking in the money together using AI. So type in the comments. I hope you got so much value from this. I cannot wait to see you in the inner circle. Type in the comments if you got value. Type. And like I said, you're signing up, coming on board tonight. Reach out to the person who gave you the link to this webinar, and they will also give you the link to sign up. And as you sign up, welcome to financial freedom. Welcome. Don't forget, the 15,000 naira expires tonight, as well as the bonus, the client acquisition bonus, also expires tonight. So your 2026 is looking good, isn't it? I hope you got value. So I look forward to seeing you on the other side of financial freedom. So welcome to the community, welcome to the movement.